Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. We're continuing the train of hype and excitement as Byakuya is found dead. Nagito, endless bundle of hope, what do you have to say about the situation?
Hey.
Hajime, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? Well, now that you mention it,
But
why was Byakuya's body under a table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? You're absolutely right. It seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. There's no way I'd know. It was so dark during the blackout I couldn't see a thing.
that's not it.
Although, if seeing was impossible, then there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Heard something? Are you talking about her? Not her, evidently. Mahiru, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
Is that what you expected me to say? Cause I feel terrible. 1 minute Byakuya is alive and well, and in an instant something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine.
Why?
And not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us, right? That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you?
This is the worst.
That we have to find out who the killer is. Find out which friend killed our friend. I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself. We have to do it to protect all of us. If I had only acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive.
This is the worst.
This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it.
Jeez.
Getting cheered up by a boy isn't like me at all.
Got it?
Hey, Hajime, forget about what I just said. Got it? Yeah, that's fine. I got it. Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. A clue?
Hey.
Photos. The ones I took just before the blackout. Remember? Forgive me for not reading that dialogue. You've seen it before, I've seen it before. Oh yeah, the pictures. Want to see them? I have a digital camera so I can show them to you right now. Really? Please. Ibuki, Hiyoko, Nagito standing in the back, all suspicious like. Hajime having a good time. Nekomaru wanting to shit his pants. And this one. Gundam Tanaka. So, the ones who aren't in this picture are Fuyuhiko and Teru. Am I right? And Mahiru, who was taking the picture. I took these two photos right before the blackouts, but... Is something wrong? I didn't realize until just now, but right before the blackouts, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Wasn't his body under that table with the lamp on top of it? The one underneath the monitor? Prior to that, Byakuya was standing along the wall farthest away from that table. You're right, that's pretty far. There's something... Everyone's standing position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Hey, can you approximate everyone's standing position from these photos? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But would that actually provide a clue? I don't know yet, but I feel like it could.
Leave it to me.
That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Thank you. Alright, now that that's decided,
You better do your best.
you better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around?
Do you understand?
You gotta find out how Byakuya died. Yeah, I know, but it's good she's all fired up now, but she's a totally different person now than when she was feeling down. Now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime.
A moment. What is it?
Hey,
When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. And well, we've been told that one of us is a killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. But why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a sense similar to mine. We both harbor special feelings towards Hope's Peak Academy. Isn't that right? Well, yeah, but... fine. If we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat.
thanks.
I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree. Yeah, I definitely see why there's so many like porn dojins of Nagito and Hajime together. It's precious, I know. I guess for now, we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what the others have to say. Not just the dining hall. I think we should consider this whole building the scene of the crime. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. Yeah, you're right. God, Ibuki's just right there. Hi.
I see.
Apparently, a great man once said, investigation should be done on foot.
Yes!
So, that's why I'm also using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning.
Hey,
Hajime, I just realized something. Could she, by any chance, know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Yes, ultimate musician, heightened hearing, yeah?
Are you serious?
How'd you know? So you did hear us, even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now. Not only do I have a perfect face, style, and personality, but I also have perfect ears. I see. If your hearing is so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout.
hey,
When the blackout happened, you could hear everybody's voice throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who's who, right? Just leave it to Ibuki. It'll be easy as fried rice with gravy. Huh? I'll heartily eat it for breakfast.
I see.
Oh, you mean like it'll be easy as pie? Except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kind of heavy. Any fried rice that isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. She should make a metaphor with the more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. Anyway, can you tell us what you heard? I know this conversation about food is very stimulating for you, but investigation time, please. Not to be a killjoy.
I got it!
I'm gonna take a bite out of you.
Yep.
If you tell us, I'd let you bite Hajime later. Stop it. What if she takes you seriously?
Aww.
Let's see. The first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right, it was my hero.
It's a blackout!
Next was Kazuichi's voice, and then the next voice was mine.
Hey, I can't see anything.
It's pitch black! My future is pitch black!
What a nice remark I made. It's to the point and has its own unique charm. Just continue. Sorry, even my throat needs some wetting, if you know what I mean. And then there were more voices, one after the other.
Everyone, calm down! We gotta stay calm in a situation like this! Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Now, should we rule out who's not talking? Because I feel like that would be a good method of elimination.
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
So far we've got Mahiru, Kazuichi, Hajime, Byakuya, Ibuki, Akane.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Teru was in the kitchen, right? Was he? So, when the blackout started, he moved from the... Aha ha 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 ha. He had the NVGs on.
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Sonia.
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Alrighties, that's pretty much it. Aren't I awesome? Praise me, give me lots of praise. I heard you the first time. Seriously, don't get any closer. Hey, Nagito, say something to her. Lost in thought. Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. What Byakuya said?
Hey,
Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that? What the hell, what's going on here? And this is... What do you mean? That's perfectly reasonable for any average person to start yelling, what the hell, what's going on, right? What do you mean by, okay, because you think that he was killed during the blackout? He wasn't necessarily killed during the start of the blackout. Is that what they're getting at? He could have been killed, like, near the end of the blackout. What do you mean? About that, why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little more? For now, I can't really say anything for certain. Well, it's not like I really care.
yep.
Anyway, don't you think Ibuki's account just now is an important clue that will lead us to the truth?
Yahoo!
Then praise me! Let me bite ya! Ow, why are you really biting me? Ibuki's bite has been added to the truth. Alright, so, that's good, that's good. Excellent. My throat is dying, but I shall continue. There is something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only that wall is a different color and material. Why is that?
Perhaps.
Oh, it's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Wow!
I see! It is like a barrier, just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. That's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors?
I am ashamed!
Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Where does this fire door lead? Wait, what? Oh, these two doors close. So... Why are you here all of a sudden? Teleporting freak. This storage room is really dusty and dark.
Wow.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time. ... Are these irons? Looks like they were recently turned on, but why are there 3 irons on this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. All of them are turned on? Irons, fire doors. Could the killer try to overheat the fuse so that there would be a blackout? When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Turned on?
Yep.
It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off. But doesn't this feel kind of sinister? Sinister? Irons generate heat. Where are they plugged into? There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here.
Perhaps.
Is this a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth? Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. Is this a bloodstain?
Huh?
A bloodstain? Come here, take a closer look.
But
Hey, it's too dark, I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it, this is clearly a bloodstain. Which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right?
well,
If that tablecloth has a bloodstain on it, then it's a possibility. Seriously, it is a bloodstain. Why is Nagito so doubtful about this? Can you... Oh. Wait a minute. What? Stacks of clean tablecloths. It looks like they haven't been used yet. I guess there's nothing strange here. There's an awful lot of boxes. We don't have time to go through each and every one of them. I guess I should leave them alone.
Yep.
A wise decision.
Hajime.
How much longer are you gonna stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Let's move on and investigate other places already. Huh? I get it. You're right. Kyoko said it's important to be thorough. Do you not agree? Nagito? I love Kyoko. Kyoko's so cool. Where's the kitchen again? There it is. What up, Teru Teru? There used to be a knife palette here, right? Because the glasses were here. This meat thing here. Ah, yes, the stock list. I'm curious about this. Byakuya must have confiscated all the dangerous items on the kitchen's equipment list. Well, just from reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. I'm trying to think where it came from. It appears to have been brought from outside. From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
That's weird.
Maybe Byakuya had it himself and the killer stole the knife from him. Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere. Huh?
Hey.
Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing, and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. Okay. Why are some of the items in Japanese, and some of the items in English? LOL. Translation in 2016. Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout, Teru? That blackout totally startled me. At first I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everybody's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used that kitchen stove as a light?
No.
Ah, that's impossible. The gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. I see. Then I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Well, every fancy appliance is electronic these days, you know. Back in my day, we had to strike a match. I think I'm funny. I know I'm not funny, but I think I'm funny. Chinese, Japanese, French, and Italian cuisine, fresh fish dishes, and a big piece of meat on the bone too. Isn't it amazing? That meat is so big, even I was shocked.
Well, guess that's about it.
It's a dish fit for a tropical island. I'd never be able to get meat like this in Aoyama or Azabu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Aoyama or Azabu. I get it, you don't have to repeat yourself, but it's so big. Where did you get it? I asked Nekomaru. Apparently he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. What the fuck? His bare hands? That's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. You also wouldn't want to get punched by Monokuma's hands. Seriously, Nekomaru's so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near Aoyama and Azabu, so wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know?
Man.
Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste, since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Akane and Peko, who took some portions for herself.
Eh?
Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them.
To tell you the truth,
Wait, Byakuya started eating stuff too. Don't count him out of this. Is he intentionally ignoring Byakuya? Did they just forget about Byakuya eating food at the I'm thinking way too hard about this, aren't I? Well, it's not like I actually believe it, but if there really is a killer out there... 0 to 60 real quick. I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. He's scary when he's mad. Food! I guess I'm finished investigating the kitchen for now. Nagito, let's get going.
You're right.
Are you sure? Yes. There appears there's nothing else that's interactable here. Okay, that's fine. That is completely fine. Where else shall we investigate? Bathroom. Nekomaru's probably, like, you know, having a good time in there. Yep. Huh? It's locked. Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't know who is actually in there.
Hey!
Is someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but... there's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should give up for now and check it out later. Yeah, you're right. So we haven't seen Peko, Chiaki, who's probably outside, I think. Wait, no, but yeah. So, Nekomaru, Peko, Chiaki, Hiyoko. Alright, something to think about. Office. Peko, you in here? Can you spill the beans? What happened?
Hajime.
The old building circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? Might be related to the blackout. So, it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. Now hold your horses. I can already tell. You doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed.
Anyway.
The circuit breaker is in this office. Naturally, I look suspicious since I was supposed to be here.
Wait!
Supposed to be here? Does that mean...
I see.
So I was right. You weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the dual-amine case with all the weapons in it?
Huh?
So where'd you run off to on your own?
Well...
That is... Come on, Peko, spill the beans. What? Peko suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? No, I'm just not feeling too well. I apologize, but... Excuse me.
What the heck?
What was that?
Hey,
Peko, it appears the bathroom inside this old building is currently occupied, so... I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? It seems like it would be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Peko wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? It's kinda hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Peko as it is. What does that mean?
huh?
I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something.
That's right!
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is? Let's not jump to conclusions, you crazy freak!
Maybe...
Isn't Peko the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean...
Well, she wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone.
Well...
I shouldn't say this too loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Peko's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya.
Hey,
And don't you think she looks kind of ruthless too? Like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you'd look any better. How was that an account? That was a theory. Actually, no, he did say that he went to the office straight away and Peko was not there. So, Peko did eat food. No one else did except for Akane and Byakuya. Could there be... Could she be allergic to something? I'm trying to think what the possible reasons for her getting sick are. I don't know. I don't know. Circuit breaker. And AC remote control. So, let's say that Peko did not trigger this AC. She must have ran into someone along the way. Right? This remote control is for the office's air conditioner. Huh? The timer here is set to 11:30 p.m. Wasn't the timer for the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for that time? It can't be a coincidence, right? Alright. So the remote control controls all of the air conditioners in the building? If that's the case, what reason would anyone have to turn it off here? Wait. No. That must be this old building's circuit breaker. Blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
It doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker's pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right. Even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. So, how do you get to it? That's really puzzling design. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout. But who? I did it! You sure chose a convenient time, didn't you?
Whoa!
It's here!
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker.
by the way,
I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker?
hey,
Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reach the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic.
I won't be fooled. It's true.
Wanna see? Wanna see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Such a shame.
so cool.
Still, don't you think Monokuma's such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place.
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one who reset the breaker? Well, in that case, I'm convinced. There's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? If they didn't trip it or set it to be tripped. Well, you'd need like a long pole-like object to reach that switch there, right? Peko? Not saying it was Peko who... Oh, hello. You cutie.
I've been found.
Nice. Now I can buy more presents and make people happy. Okay, what? This Duralumin case. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Hey.
Maybe we should check inside, just to be safe. But it's locked.
Yep.
Byakuya had the key to this particular Duralumin case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission? The dude's dead.
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? So I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse. I'm having some mixed feelings about Nagito right now. He seems to be very enthusiastic about the investigation. He was in disbelief that someone could kill Byakuya, but after that he seems to be totally fine.
See?
It's open. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that.
Now then.
I guess we're done with this office, don't you think so? We should get going now. How about we check out this desk first? Is this the desk the staff use for busy work? There's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Okay. Alright, so we got monitor, cameras, remote control, that's pretty much it. What are the chances there's gonna be like a major twist in this trial? Like Danganronpa 1. Oh, I didn't know Chihiro was a guy. Oh, I don't know Sakura committed suicide. I didn't know Makoto was really the killer, but really he wasn't. Okay, it looks like you pretty much finished looking around the old building.
Hey.
So how about we check out Byakuya's cottage? Byakuya's cottage?
Yep.
There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I don't really mind going there together, but aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be that danger?
Hey.
You mean, am I worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Words to live by, dude. Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know?
I see.
As I thought, you sure are strong. You are definitely the chosen one. Chosen by Hope's Peak Academy.
Alright.
Then let's get going, to Byakuya's cottage. Yeah. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me.
Hey, what are you doing?
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Tanaka's still looking for his ring.
Under the floor? Why?
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible?
I love this dude.
How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder, I think. So I thought it was important to check it.
I see.
Under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of it like that. What do you mean?
See?
Come on, think about it.
Hey.
What? The carpet I laid didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right? And the dining hall floor had huge gaps between the floorboards. Then, is it possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor? Oh my god. Oh my god. What a revelation. But then, I suppose you still need the NVGs, right? And why was Byakuya under the table in the first place? Was he crawling there for safety? Why that particular table?
Yep.
That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if we can get under it from here. Well? I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from there.
But...
Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think there's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere?
Well...
No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from outside, there'd only be one logical suspect. The only person who didn't come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi. Oh, right. Fuyuhiko.
So...
I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it was possible to get under the floor from outside.
well...
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyuhiko came here. He did?
Huh?
What happened, Fuyuhiko?
Huh?
Oh, hey. What are you doing here? All alone at a place like this?
Yep.
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you.
Hey, hey.
You're not coming to the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no. Not if you paid me. Parties are stupid. They make me want to puke. You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here?
You...
Of course not! I was just going for a damn walk. What, do I have to report to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
That's wrong.
No, it's not like that, but... Then leave me alone. And then he just left. So that happened, but why did he come here?
See?
He probably wants to be a part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone.
Hey.
He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before? Huh? When did we start talking about video games? Okay. Alright. So Fuyuhiko specifically came to this building where Chiaki was standing guard. Then he left. I don't know, I'm still thinking about this.
I see.
Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him.
I'm glad.
That's a relief. You keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is. Well, I guess now we should stick for the plan, and head over to Byakuya's cottage. As long as the probability is greater than 0, that will suffice.
I have not unleashed even half of my power yet.
I will most assuredly reclaim the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. It seems he has no intention of investigating. Okay. I've been going on long enough, so I think I'll end it there. Thank you very much for watching. That was Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. It is available on Steam and the Vita for $30. I strongly suggest that you play Danganronpa 1 or experience it in some fashion before playing this. Because, you know, key story elements, and this is a sequel, so why would you play this? It's not like Dark Souls where you can just hop into a game and, you know, learn it. This is very story-driven. This is very, mystery-driven. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Toodaloo!